Alright, buckle up, because this is Marilyn Monroe, the glitter, the gossip, the tragic legend, and the world's most famous breathy voice, all with dates so historians don't clutch their pearls. Marilyn Monroe was not born Marilyn Monroe. That name was crafted like a luxury brand. She entered the world on June 1, 1926 in Los Angeles as Norma Jean Mortensen, or Baker. Long story, messy paperwork. Her childhood, not adorable. Foster homes, an orphanage, instability, and 0 silver spoons. This is important because Hollywood loves to pretend she floated down from heaven in a white dress, already famous. In 1944, at just 18, Norma Jean married her first husband, James Dougherty, mostly so she wouldn't be shipped off to another foster situation. Romantic? No. Practical? Very. But then, World War II happened, and in 1945, while working at a munitions factory, she was photographed for morale-boosting propaganda shots. Spoiler, morale was boosted. A lot. By 1946, she'd signed a contract with 20th Century Fox, dyed her hair blonde, shortened her name, and officially became Marilyn Monroe, a name that sounds like it was engineered in a lab to sell movie tickets. That same year, she divorced Dougherty because Hollywood waits for no man. The late 1940s were rough. Small roles, bit parts, blink and you miss her appearances. Fox dropped her in 1947, proving once again that studios have the foresight of a goldfish. She posed for calendars, including a nude shoot in 1949, which later caused scandal, but also skyrocketed her fame. When asked about it, Marilyn basically said, "I needed rent money," which remains one of the most relatable celebrity statements of all time. Her career finally ignited in 1950 with films like The Asphalt Jungle and All About Eve. By 1952, she was officially a star, despite Hollywood executives still calling her difficult, which is industry code for woman with opinions. That same year, the nude photos resurfaced, and instead of pretending it never happened, Marilyn owned it. The public loved her honesty. The studio executives, less so. Then came 1953, the year Marilyn Monroe conquered pop culture. Gentlemen Prefer Blondes and How to Marry a Millionaire dropped, and suddenly she was the blonde. Sparkly, comedic, magnetic, and smarter than anyone gave her credit for. This is also when the iconic image of her standing over a subway grate in The 7-Year Itch was filmed, released in 1955, creating one of the most famous dresses and air moments in human history. In 1954, she married baseball legend Joe DiMaggio. America lost its collective mind. The marriage lasted 9 months. Turns out fame, jealousy, and reportedly abuse do not make for a fairy tale. They divorced in 1954, but DiMaggio would quietly love her for the rest of his life. Tragic? Yes. Messy? Extremely. Determined to be taken seriously, Marilyn moved to New York in 1955 to study acting under Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio. This was Marilyn saying, "I'm not just a wig and a smile. Thank you very much." She also sued Fox that year for better roles, and won. Iconic behavior. In 1956, she married playwright Arthur Miller, intellectual king of American theater, Beauty and the Brainiac. That same year, she starred in Bus Stop, proving she could actually act. Critics were shook. Sadly, the marriage crumbled under pressure, miscarriages, and Marilyn's worsening mental health. They divorced in 1961. Her career peak came with Some Like It Hot in 1959, now considered one of the greatest comedies ever made. Marilyn won a Golden Globe in 1960, though the production was chaotic because she struggled with illness, insomnia, and addiction. The studio called her unreliable. No one bothered to ask why. Then came 1962, the year everything stopped. On May 19th, 1962, Marilyn famously sang "Happy Birthday" to President John F. Kennedy in a sheer dress that looked sewn directly onto her soul. It became legend instantly. Less than 3 months later, on August 5th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe died at age 36 from a barbiturate overdose. Her death was ruled a probable suicide, though conspiracy theories still party like it's 1962. Marilyn Monroe left behind only about 30 films, but an immortal image. She was funny, vulnerable, ambitious, mistreated, adored, underestimated, and unforgettable. She didn't just play the dumb blonde, she exposed how society wanted women to be dumb, decorative, and silent. And decades later, she's still here, on posters, in memes, in culture. Proof that Marilyn Monroe wasn't just a star, she was a system-disrupting, camera-loving, deeply human legend, and Hollywood never quite deserved her. Thank you for joining us on Trust the Dust. If you'd like to listen on the go, look for us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Please like and subscribe.